Bryan is a history teacher and has a great deal of interest in church history, and has been teaching on for some time a series on church history that we are trying to incorporate into the third year of Grace School of the Bible. But one of the things he's done of late is he's done an extensive bit of research and historical research into the history of dispensationalism, where it comes from and where our roots are. Now, you know, you can always say, people say, well, where are you in history? I say, well, where the Bible is, you know. Somebody asked Martin Luther one time, said, I'm sorry, not Martin Luther, but a follower of John Wesley, said, well, where was your religion before Wesley? And he said, his answer was great. I always loved it. He said, the same place your face was before you washed it, behind the dirt. and that's a pretty good answer, you know. And so somebody says, well, where were you through history? Well, right where that guy's face was before he washed it. You get, religion isn't, the study of church history usually turns out to be the study of the institutions of the church. And we all know that the institutions are not the church. We're the church. So you have to have a little spiritual discernment to see where the real church goes through history. I've said many times, where will we appear in church history? We're not going to show up, nobody, but we're here. And you've had ancestors just like us all the way back to the time of the Apostle Paul, who done exactly what we're doing in one era or another, in one way or another, preaching the gospel of grace, understanding the grace of God, seeing that it's not I but Christ is the issue, and that believers are complete in Christ. Every now and then, through history, you'll see some of it emerge. There's a Friends movement called the Friends back in the 11th and 12th century. And there's a little songbook called the Hymns of Tersteegen that is still available. Not John Verstegen, but Tersteegen. And when you read through some of those hymns, there's a little book like ours that just has the words in, you say, boy, these people understood about their heavenly calling and the position in Christ, and the completeness in Christ, the riches of God's grace. So occasionally you'll get a little glimpse to confirm for you the fact that you're there through history. But dispensationalism as a movement really came to the forefront in the 1800s. And there's a history and a progression of it. And our understanding of dispensational truth, what we call mid-acts dispensationalism, the understanding of the distinctive ministry of the Apostle Paul, is a very important contribution to the recovery of those things.